I'm 83 years old now, and if I could go back and shake my younger self, I would. Not because I lived a bad life, but because I lived a broke life when I didn't have to. People always think being broke is about not making enough money. That's the lie we tell ourselves to sleep at night. The truth? I made decent money most of my life, and I still ended up here, in this small room with more regrets than savings. I watch young people today making the exact same mistakes I made, the same tiny habits, the same daily choices that feel harmless until 40 years pass, and you realize those small decisions quietly stole your entire future. So let me tell you what no one told me. I grew up ordinary, working class family, nothing special. My father worked in a factory, my mother cleaned houses. They taught me to work hard, and I did. I got a decent job at 22, married at 25, had 2 beautiful kids. On paper, I did everything right. But somewhere along the way, I developed habits. Small ones, daily ones, the kind that don't feel like mistakes when you're doing them. A coffee here, a lunch out there, a small upgrade because I deserved it. I convinced myself these things didn't matter, that I was being responsible because I wasn't buying cars or houses I couldn't afford. But I was wrong. For 30 years, I lived on autopilot. Every morning I'd stop at the cafe, $6. It's just coffee, I'd say. Everyone does it. Every lunch, I'd eat out with coworkers, $12, $15. I work hard, I'd tell myself. I deserve a hot meal. Evenings, I'd come home tired and order takeout, $20, $30. I'm too exhausted to cook. Weekends were for treating myself. A new shirt I didn't need. A gadget that collected dust. Subscriptions I forgot I had. None of it felt wrong. Everyone around me lived the same way. But here's what I didn't see. I was bleeding money every single day. And because the cuts were small, I never noticed I was dying financially. My wife would sometimes say, "Maybe we should save more." And I'd get defensive. "We're fine," I'd snap. "We're not starving. We have a roof over our heads." And we did. We were fine. But fine isn't enough when you're 65 and realize you have nothing saved. When you're 70 and still working because you can't afford not to. When you're 83 and you're one emergency away from losing everything. The moment I realized my mistake, I was 68 years old. My wife got sick. Cancer, stage 3. The medical bills came fast. Insurance covered some, but not enough. Not even close. We had to drain what little savings we had. Then we started selling things. Furniture, my old watch, her jewelry. I remember sitting in that hospital room, holding her hand, and thinking, how did we get here? We weren't reckless. We didn't gamble our money away. We didn't live in mansions or drive fancy cars. We just lived normally comfortably, and that comfort cost us everything. She passed 2 years later, and I was left alone in a half-empty apartment with medical debt and the crushing weight of realizing I had wasted 40 years. Not because I was stupid, but because I was unconscious. I never paid attention. I never questioned my habits. I just assumed tomorrow would take care of itself. It didn't. So let me tell you what I learned the hard way. Lesson 1. Small daily spending is not harmless. It's silent theft. That coffee, that lunch, that convenience fee. You think it doesn't matter because it's small, but small things repeated daily become enormous over time. If I had saved just $10 a day for 40 years, I'd have over $200,000 today, maybe more with interest. Instead, I have nothing because I thought $10 didn't matter. It did. Lesson 2. Comfort is expensive, and most of us are paying for it without realizing. I spent decades paying for convenience, delivery fees, taxis instead of buses, ready-made meals instead of cooking. Every time I chose comfort, I paid a premium, and I never added it up. Comfort feels good in the moment, but over a lifetime, it's one of the most expensive addictions you can have. Lesson 3. Your brain will lie to you about money. I used to tell myself, I work hard, I deserve this. And maybe I did, but deserving something and affording it are two different things. Your brain doesn't want to feel deprived, so it invents reasons to spend. It tells you it's okay. It's just once. It's small. Everyone does it. Those lies will keep you broke. Lesson 4. Lifestyle inflation is a trap you won't see until it's too late. When I got my first raise, I upgraded my life. Better coffee, nicer lunches, a slightly bigger apartment. Every raise after that, same thing. I'd spend the extra money before I even saw it in my account. I thought I was enjoying life, but really, I was trapping myself. Because once you upgrade, you never go back. And when the raises stopped, the bills didn't. Lesson 5. Savings aren't built by big decisions. They're built by daily discipline. I always thought I'd save when I made more money, or after this expense was done. But there's always another expense, always another reason to delay. The people who build wealth, they don't wait. They save first, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's small. I waited my whole life for the right time to save. Turns out, the right time was 40 years ago. I'm 83 now. I don't have much time left. And honestly, I've made peace with that. But what I can't make peace with is knowing I had a choice. Every single day I had a choice, and I chose wrong. Not because I was evil or greedy, but because I wasn't paying attention. I see young people now living the exact same way I did, and I want to grab them by the shoulders and scream, "Wake up! You think you have time, but you don't. Time moves faster than you think, and one day you'll be sitting where I am, looking back, wishing you had made different choices." So if you take anything from my story, let it be this: your daily habits are writing your future. Every coffee, every convenience, every small decision you make without thinking. They feel harmless now, but in 40 years, you'll either thank yourself or you'll hate yourself. I hate myself. Don't let that be you. Pay attention. Track your spending. Question your habits. Save before you spend. Because nobody's coming to save you. No lottery, no inheritance, no miracle. Just you and the choices you make every single day. I wish someone had told me that when I was young. Now I'm telling you, don't waste your life like I wasted mine.